Hello, hi everyone. My name's Claire and I'm the creator of Creativity Island for Mums. I'm just recording this video really just to share some insight into who I think it's for and a little bit more about the programme. So I designed it when I was pregnant with my daughter. She's now 4 months, and I designed it thinking about the kind of things that I would have liked to have joined in with when my son was born. So that's sort of 6 and a bit years ago now. He was a terrible sleeper. It was really, really tough, massively sleep deprived, that kind of baptism of fire into motherhood, and it was really, really tough to connect to baby groups in the way that I felt like lots of other mums were kind of connecting and having a lovely time. I was like, I'm really not feeling these things. So yeah, so my first thought was about that, and my second thought was about mums living through the pandemic. So I was pregnant through the pandemic, and there's a video you can watch about my birth story if you'd like to, that I recorded with the lovely Gemma, who was raising awareness of maternal mental health. And I was just kind of hearing lots of snippets of kind of things being closed down, you know, not being able to kind of meet up with other mums and other babies. And I thought, I wonder if there's something I can create for mums that kind of feels like a retreat space, kind of feels like a nice space to hang out. No pressure to take part in anything, no pressure to do anything, but lots of creative inspiration if people do. So that was the idea, really. I found for me that creativity massively impacts my well-being, and that can be something as simple as taking time to bake a cake or cook a meal from scratch, or doing some expressive writing, some creative writing, taking photos on my iPhone when I'm on a kind of a slower pram walk with my daughter. So there's so many different things that you can feel creative doing, and that's what I kind of wanted to bring to Creativity Island. So I launched the programme with a pilot in December, which was creating a festive window. So we redesigned this window behind me and themed it all on Polar Express. It was really lovely. I can share some photos of that. And researched the best materials to do all of that with. So those designs that you see on there, that's my little boy, his Pokemon obsession, and they're done with something called Kit Pass crayons. But yeah, it was just really a nice fun thing to do, and people could take part if they wanted to. There's various different activities to turn their creativity on. So sometimes we feel in motherhood that we feel like we've got all this space and time, the babies sleep really well and we feel really creative and we feel like we've got lots of space for ourselves, and other times it just feels like, you know, survival and getting through the days, and we just want to kind of snatch those little moments for self-care, well-being, and tuning into creativity that way. So yeah, so you really can join in any way that you'd like. Just a few weeks ago, I put another part of the project live, which is called Picture Books and Postcards. So that one's free. You're very welcome to sign up. All the links will be below, so you can have a little look at what that one is. And that one was really about, as we emerged out of UK lockdown, connecting to another mum, writing about your day, writing about the mundane, writing about what you did or didn't do or might do in the future, and sending a picture book recommendation and a little gift through the post to another mum that you choose. So yeah, so that's all there. There's a set of instructions there that you can have a look at. And then I'm currently just working on this memory box part of the project. So I didn't make a memory box for my son. We did a photo album of his first sort of 2-3 years, and I absolutely adore looking at all of that. I'm so glad that we did it, but we didn't do a physical memory box. So I'm looking at how to do that now and kind of going back through a few different bits and bobs of memories now that he's nearly 7. There are a lot. And then for my daughter, I'll just show you. Our resident artist Josie Brooks has done a tutorial on how to use your baby cards to create these lovely collage pieces. So I decided to create mine to sit on top of a memory box for her. So I did lots of different research, but this is the one that I decided on, which is just like a box file. And these come in lots of different colours. They're a bit more expensive to get these kind of pastel type ones. And so, yeah, so in here, there'll be bits of writing, there'll be a baby grow that I'm experimenting with some natural dyeing technique with, and other bits and bobs of her, of, you know, her being, celebrating our birth, and a first kind of few months on the planet, and then I'll just add to this as things come home. Obviously it's sometimes quite difficult, isn't it, to decide what to keep from our little ones, but yeah, so I'll be talking you through all of that process in the course as well. And yeah, and there's lots of other things coming online as well within that part of the memory box part of the course. I'm hosting it on an online platform called Podia, and you might already be watching this from Podia. Because I just think it's a really nice, clean space. It works really well. It's really fast. You can download things really easily. So yeah, so I'll be able to give you access to all of that stuff really, really soon. So if you are a mum, if you know a mum, if you've got little ones up to the age of about 7, if you're on maternity leave, if you're currently pregnant, Creativity Island is for you. There's a Facebook group. You can just hang out. There's no pressure to post. It's not a particularly busy space. At the moment, it might get busier, but I really don't mind. I'm just having it there so that mums can join, and we can share a little bit about our motherhood journey wherever we are. What else did I want to say? Yeah, if you're curious about igniting your creativity, and you're also a mum, these exercises are designed to kind of switch all of that kind of creative self back on. And I think that you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, come and join us over on Creativity Island. I'd love to see you there. Thanks, guys.